Oh, shoot. Did I start it already? Whoops. Well, you get a little chair action. Get a little bit of chair action before I started. Echo. What are you doing, bud? What's on your lip? Let me see. You scratch your nose? Let me see. Well, you got a missing hair on his front lip. What's happening, old man? What's happening to you? You falling apart? All right. What are we at? We're at Nehemiah today. We're starting Nehemiah. 2 days on Ezra. I got coffee on my Bible. 2 days on Nehemiah, which means we'll probably finish it Tuesday of next week. So Nehemiah is the sequel to Ezra. They call it a sequel. I don't know. I'd call it like a continuation. Most summaries of, if you look for a summary of Ezra or a summary of Nehemiah, you're going to find them combined together. So likely, I don't know if it's the same writer. Hold on. We got stuff about the walls. We got stuff about the strange woman in Nehemiah. I'm looking for, I'm guessing the time period is just right after Ezra. I don't want an overview. What we missed when we skipped the book of Nehemiah. Along with Ezra and Esther, the book of Nehemiah is tucked between larger historical books of the Bible and Job. It lacks the big sweeping themes of something like 1 Samuel or the memorable figures of Joshua and Judges. Like Ezra, it contains a lot of lists. We got lists. We got begats. We got lists. We get Nehemiah's prayers. We get the building of the wall. Famous prayer of confession in Nehemiah 9. Instruction about God's word. The confession in chapter 9 follows the prolonged public reading of the law in Nehemiah 9:3 when the people pledged themselves to the covenant of God in chapter 10. Instructions about money. The book of Nehemiah reminds us how central Jerusalem was to the people of Israel. This was the city of the temple where God had promised to dwell with his people. So the rebuilding of the city walls and gates after their destruction by Babylon. Again, when lefties tell you Jesus wouldn't want a wall. Okay. Jesus was a communist. Nope, the wall going up. Oh, the wall going up. Where's the, I'm going to play that song. Play a little song before we get started. Gotta show the video too. Many men, but it's cold and will give you the chills. I'm going to put that on my watch later list. That seems interesting. The wall going up. I haven't listened to this in a minute. The wall. NFC Prince, take this home. The wall going up. Where's my... Let's play a little song before we get started. How about that? Anybody ever heard this song? What's up, John Castle? Check this out. You ever heard this song? The wall going up. That's what Nehemiah 1-5 is about. They're rebuilding the wall around Jerusalem. Or around... I don't think they built it around all of Israel, just around Jerusalem. But check this out. Where's my camera? There we go. This is Trevor Wesley. Oh, wait. I think he produced this. Yeah.
Here, Mr. President, take this home. Home. Home.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
Is long overdue.
The wall going up.
30-foot wall.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
At the border, I'm stunned at the Democrats running around the country and just outright lying.
They lying.
It's amazing to see that. It's not about we the people. It's about the desire of power from the Democrats. You cannot be of God and serve evil. And the Democratic Party today is evil. I could not be prouder.
The great white hope. The great white hope.
Keep our country safe from all threats. Anti-crime technology.
Technology.
The
Wall.
The wall going up.
Is long overdue.
The wall going up.
30-foot wall.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
At the border,
Whoa.
The wall
Whoa, fall down.
is long overdue.
Bible
The
study.
wall going up.
30-foot wall.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
At the border.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Knock the walls down and let as many illegals that have ill intent and no regard for our laws or our safety in our country realize what's at stake. What's at stake. That is like the typical snowflake right there. Typical snowflake right there. Snowflake right there. Thank God Hillary Clinton is not our president. When they're not standing up for the wall, they're not standing up for American citizens.
I could not be prouder.
The great white hope. The great white hope.
Keep our country safe from all threats. Anti-crime technology.
Wall going up.
The wall going up.
Is long overdue.
The wall going up.
30-foot wall.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
At the border,
The wall going up.
is long overdue. 30-foot wall.
The wall going up. The wall going up.
At the border.
Okay. So the wall going up. That's what we're going to read about today in Nehemiah. And just these page headings, you know, building of the walls, opposition to Nehemiah, complaints of the people, the enemy's plots. Nehemiah views the walls. Made me think about that song. So, that said, let's go ahead and get into it. Nehemiah, the book of... Oh, wait. I was going to find if we get any stuff about the author or... Well, it doesn't say anything about the author, so it's going to say the same thing they always say. The author's anonymous. I don't know, but I wonder if we think Ezra or Nehemiah wrote this. The books of Ezra and Nehemiah were originally one long book, with Nehemiah picking up the story where Ezra left off around 445 to 431 BC. Jewish people had recently returned to Babylon. Okay, we know that. The Persian Empire comes. Cyrus and Darius allow Israel to rebuild the temple. Now Nehemiah goes out. He views the walls. They're in disarray. And he says, oh, we need to build a wall. Nehemiah was not just a builder, but also served as the governor of Judah, demonstrating remarkable leadership, faith, and dedication. I thought he was a prophet. Guess he's not a prophet. He's a wall builder. Like Senenmut. I don't know if Senenmut was Moses, but Senenmut was a builder too. The rebuilding face opposition from outside enemies. I just want, so we have time. Author, Book of Nehemiah author. It's probably Ezra still. Assumed, not known. Author. The Book of Nehemiah was written by Nehemiah, the governor of Judah, using his own personal diaries and memoirs. While ancient Jewish tradition and some sources attribute both Ezra and Nehemiah to Ezra and suggest they are originally one book, the consensus is that Nehemiah authored the autobiographical portions, and an editor later compiled these with other sources to form the book as it is known today. So 450, 430 to 450, 450 to 430-ish. Possibly written by Ezra, more likely written by Nehemiah himself. All right. There's all the details. Let's get into it. The book of Nehemiah, chapter 1. The words of Nehemiah, the son of Hakaliah. And it came to pass in the month Chislu, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the palace, that Hanani, one of my brethren, came, he and certain men of Judah, and I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which were left. Oh, I almost did the same thing I did last time, where I got to the end of the column and jumped up to the other top of the page, but that would be a different book. So, which were left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The wall of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. And it came to pass when I heard these words that I sat down and wept and mourned. You gotta have a wall. You gotta have a wall. If I can turn these pages. Okay. Wept and mourned certain days and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven and said, I beseech thee, O Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandments. Let thine ear now be attentive and thine eyes attentive. I added an extra syllable in there. Attentive, and thine eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now, day and night, for the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which we have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house have sinned. We have dealt very corruptly against thee, and have not kept the commandments, nor the statutes, nor the judgments which thou commandest thy servant Moses. Remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad among the nations. But if ye turn unto me, and keep my commandments, and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence, and will bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Now these are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by the great power and by thy strong hand. O Lord, I beseech thee, let now thine ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant, and to the prayer of thy servants who desire to fear thy name and prosper, I pray thee, thy servant this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was a king's cupbearer. Chapter 2. So he's praying to God. This is his prayer. He says, I know we went against you, but you said if we turn back to you, that we'll prosper, that you'll save us from that. So that's what I'm doing now. Help me build this wall up so we can defend ourselves against our enemies, because they're beset on all sides by many men. Many, 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 many men. Wish death upon Israel. I don't cry no more. What up, Fredo? Morning, Dr. John. Oh, John Castle is a doctor? What the? I guess that's what PhD means. All right. So Nehemiah is going to go out to Jerusalem, chapter 2. And it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him. And I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was sore afraid. The king is so surprised that he's sad. He's like, why are you sad? What you doing being all sad, Nehemiah? You ain't sick. What do you look sad for? And said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to God of heaven, and I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor They spell favor like the Canadians. Have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, for how long shall thy journey be? And when wilt thou return? That's the same question twice. So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governors beyond the river, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah. And a letter unto Asaph, the keeper of the king's forest, that he may give me timber to make beams for the gates of the palace, which appertained to the house, and for the wall of the city, and for the house that I shall enter into. And the king granted me, according to the good hand of God upon me. Then I came to the governors beyond the river, and gave them the king's letters. Now the king had sent captains of the army and horsemen with me. When Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. They're not happy. Why is this guy coming and asking about the welfare of the children of Israel? We don't care about the children of Israel. They're shaking in their boots now. They're like, uh-oh, Israel's back. Israel's back. Uh-oh. Every time Israel rises up, we get wiped out. They're not happy about this. Where was I? So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days, and I arose in the night, I and some few men with me. Neither told I any man what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Neither was there any beast with me, save the beast that I rode upon. And I went out by night, by the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, and to the dung port, and viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and the gates thereof were consumed with fire. Then I went on to the gate of the fountain and to the king's pool, but there was no place for the beast that was under me to pass. Then went I up in the night by the brook, and viewed the wall, and turned back, and entered by the gate of the valley, and so returned. And the rulers knew not whither I went or what I did. Neither had I as yet told it to the Jews, nor to the priests, nor to the nobles, nor to the rulers, nor to the rest that did the work. Then said I unto them, ye see the distress that we are in, how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. Come, and let us build up the wall of Jerusalem, that we be no more a reproach. Then I told them of the hand of my God, which was good upon me, as also the king's words that he had spoken unto me. And they said, let us rise and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work. But when Sanballat the Horonite and Tobiah the servant, the Ammonite, and Geshem the Arabian heard it, they laughed us to scorn and despised us and said, what is this thing that ye do? Will ye rebel against the king? Then I answered them and said unto them, the God of heaven, he will prosper us. Therefore we his servants will arise and build. But ye have no portion, nor right, nor memorial in Jerusalem. Savage. That verse go hard. That verse go hard. They're laughing at him. What are you going to do? You going to stand up against the king? He said, listen up, bruh. I got God on my side. We're about to build up a wall, and you guys are staying out. You're not coming and dilly-dallying in Jerusalem anymore. And if you get on our nerves, my boy God's going to take you out. You seen what we've done in the past? Don't you wonder why there's no Amalekites left? All right. Chapter 3. Then Eliashib, the high priest, rose up with his brethren, the priests, and they builded the sheep gate. They sanctified it and set up the doors of it, even unto the tower of Meah. They sanctified it unto the towers of Hananiel. And next unto him builded the men of Jericho. And next them builded Zakur, the sons of Imri. But the fish gate did the sons of Hassanah, I said that right, Hassanah, build, who also laid the beams thereof and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. And next unto them repaired Meremoth, the son of Urijah, the son of Koz. And next unto them repaired Mushulam, the son of Berechiah, the son of Meshezabeel. And next unto them repaired Zadok, the son of Bana. And next unto them the Takoites repaired, but their nobles put not their necks to the work of their Lord. They didn't put their necks into it. They were slacking. Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone was muy bonita. Yeah, that's my rap name is Doc Holliday. All right. Moreover, the old gate repaired Jehoiada, the son of Paseah, and Meshulam, the son of Besodiah, something like that. They laid the beams thereof and set up the doors thereof and the locks thereof and the bars thereof. And next we got a list. We got a wall list. And next unto them repaired Melatiah, the Gibeonite, and Jadon, the Meronothite, the men of Gibeon, and of Mizpah, unto the throne of the governor on this side the river. Next unto him repaired Uzziel, the son of Harhaiah of the goldsmiths. Next unto him also repaired Hananiah, the son of one of the apothecaries, and they fortified Jerusalem unto the broad wall. And next unto how long does this go on for? Oh. All right, guys, strap yourself in. I'm going to try to read this fast because we have like a page and a half of listing of the names of the people who built each section of the wall. And next unto them, and I'm going to read kind of fast, and if I don't get these names quite right, sorry, my Hebrew's not perfect. And next unto them repaired Rephaiah, the son of Hur, the ruler of half the part of Jerusalem. And next unto them repaired Jediah, the son of Harumaph, even over against his house. And next unto him repaired Hattush, the son of Hashabaniah. Malchijah, the son of Harim, and Hashub, the son of Path-Moab, repaired the other piece and the tower of the furnaces. And next unto him repaired Shallum, the son of Halohesh, the ruler of half the part of Jerusalem, and his daughters. His daughters were working. The valley gate repaired Hanun, and the inhabitants of Zanoah. They built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof, and 1,000 cubits on the wall unto the dung gate. But the dung gate repaired Malchiah, the son of Rechab, the ruler of part of Beth Hasharim. He built it and set up the doors thereof, the locks thereof, and the bars thereof. But the gate of the fountain repaired Shallun, the son of Kolhoseh, the ruler of part of Mizpah. He built it and covered it and set up the doors thereof and the locks thereof and the bars thereof and the wall of the pool of Siloah by the king's garden and unto the stairs that go down from the city of David. After him repaired Nehemiah, the son of Azbuk, the ruler of half the part of Beth-zur, unto the place over against the sepulchres of David, and to the pool that was made, and unto the house of the mighty. And him repaired the Levites, Rehum, the son of Bani. Next to him repaired Hashabiah, the ruler of half the part of Kealiah in this part. After him repaired their brethren, Bavai, the son of Henadad, the ruler of half the part of Kaliah. And next to him repaired Ezer, the son of Jeshua, the ruler of Mizpah, another piece over against the going up to the armory at the turning of the wall. After him Baruch, the son of Zabai, earnestly repaired the other piece from the turning of the wall unto the door of the house of Eliashib the high priest. After him repaired Meremoth, the son of Urijah, the son of Koz, another piece from the door of the house of Eliashib, even to the end of the house of Eliashib. And after him repaired the priests, the men of the plain. After him repaired Benjamin and Hashub against their house. After him repaired Azariah, the son of Maaseiah, the son of Ananiah, by his house. After him repaired Benui, the son of Henadad, another piece from the house of Azariah unto the turning of the wall, even unto the corner. Pelal the son of Uzai over against the turning of the wall, and the tower which lieth from the king's high house that was by the court of the prison. After him, Pedadiah the son of Parosh. Moreover, the Nethinims dwelt in Ophel unto the place over against the water gate toward the east, and the tower that lieth out. After them, the Tekonites repaired another piece over against the great tower that lieth out, even unto the wall of Ophel. From above the horse gate repaired the priests, every one over against the house. After them repaired Zadok the son of Emer over against his house. After him repaired also Shemaiah the son of Sechaniah, the keeper of the east gate. After him repaired Hananiah the son of Shelemiah, and Hanun, the sixth son of Zalaph, another piece. After him repaired Meshulam, the son of Berechiah, over against his chamber. After him repaired Malachiah, the goldsmith's son, unto the place of the Nethinims and of the merchants, over against the gate, Mifkad, and to the going up of the corner. And between the going up of the corner unto the sheep gate repaired the goldsmiths and the merchants. Okay. Nice. That didn't take too long. If there's any new people here, if you're wondering, what kind of Bible study is this? You're just reading the Bible. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's the only point of these streams, is to read the whole Bible. So we started at the beginning, and now we're this far in. We're not halfway yet. We're almost halfway. I'm slacking. I was supposed to be halfway. Well, no, I started in February. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September. We should be at the halfway point 6 months in, but we're 7 months in and we're not quite there because I've been skipping days. If I did this 4 days a week, then I would get done at 5 chapters a day. Then I would get done in a year. These names are wild. Yeah. I'm getting used to them, though, because from reading it so much, like, now I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them correctly, but I'm reading them phonetically correctly. Even when I read fast, some of them are really tough because there's like 18 different dashes in them. And it's like Hamana, Namana, Malefalanaya. So those are kind of hard, but most of these names I know by now, so I just see the name and I just say it. And but I'm not Hebrew, so my pronunciation may be wrong, but phonetically I got it on point. So one day we can do the Bible speed reading world record and win it. This is the hardest part, is just getting the names down so that you can read it quickly. Because there's a lot of names. A lot of names. Most of them, I think you're saying correct. Yeah. I mean, but it could be like, I don't know. There could be like, there's some weird ones. Like, I don't know if it's Mifkad or Mifkad. You know, stuff like that. And like some of these vowels have little symbols over them, which means they are pronounced differently. And I don't know what those symbols mean. But anyway, chapter 4. Do we actually get some wall building now? How many chapters are in Nehemiah? 13? I think there's 13. Yeah, 13 chapters. If we read fast, we might be able to do all of Nehemiah today. I'm totally here for the speed reading record. Yeah, someday. That's a streaming goal of mine. Someday, when I don't work anymore, or if I had a servant woman and I could take like a week off of work to attempt the Guinness World Record for speed reading by one person. Dang it, don't get the notification. I didn't get the notification. You didn't get the notification. What the? It's all right. You didn't miss much. Nehemiah's about to build a wall. The wall going up, Seesaw. All right, chapter 4. But it came to pass when Sanballat heard that we builded the wall, he was wroth and took great indignation and mocked the Jews. How dare you? And he spake before, call the ADL, and he spake before his brethren in the army of Samaria, and said, What do these feeble Jews? Well, I'm going to get in trouble for this stream. That's what the Bible says, okay? What do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heaps of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah, the Ammonite, was by him, and he said, Even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break down their stone wall. They're making fun of him. They're saying, look, if a fox ran up and ran across that wall, it would fall over. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to build a wall. Ye of little faith, hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity, and cover not their iniquity, and let not their sin be blotted out from before thee, for they have provoked thee to anger before the builders. God's about to step in. So built we the wall, and all the wall was joined together unto the half thereof, for the people had a mind to work. Based. The people had a mind to work. Imagine if people today had a mind to work. We could have built a wall around all of America in like 3 days. But the people don't have a mind to work. I was surprised he let you stay on the phone so long. Who'd she call, Hake or JLP? But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stooped, then they were very wroth and conspired all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to hinder it. Nevertheless, we made our prayer unto our God and set a watch against them day and night because of them. And Judah said, The strength of the bearers of burdens is decayed, and there is much rubbish, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversaries said, They shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them, and slay them, and cause the work to cease. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dwelt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, From all places whence ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. There's some warnings going on here. The enemies are moving in, and there's rubbish and trash, so they're having trouble finishing the wall, and the enemies are waiting outside. Therefore set I in the lower places behind the wall, and on the higher places I even set the people after their families with their swords, their spears, and their bows. And I looked and rose up and said unto the nobles and to the rulers and to the rest of the people, Be not ye afraid of them. Remember the Lord, which is great and terrible, and fight for your brethren, your sons and your daughters, your wives and your houses. Let's go. What is this, Braveheart? What is this, Braveheart? Holy moly. Let's go, Nehemiah. That verse go hard. Dude, Nehemiah just turned into William Wallace. Both? Oh, Lord. What's the timestamp, Seesaw? That'd be interesting to hear Marilyn talking to JLP. Get me a timestamp. Maybe we'll listen to it at the end here. Hake, I'm sure a call with Hake might be interesting, but I'd rather hear you talking to JLP. That would be funny. You think you a guy? You ain't no guy. What the? Did he tell you any man who listens to a woman will suffer? Did he say your daddy is Satan? And it came to pass when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsel to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one unto his work. And it came to pass from that time forth, that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears, the shields, and the bows, and the Harbergions. How do you say that? Harbergens. And the rulers were behind all the house of Judah. They which builded on the wall, and they that bear burdens, with those that laded, every one with one of his hands wrought in the work, and with the other hand held a weapon. Let's go. Dude, they're like, we got to get this wall done. In one hand, I got a brick. In one hand, I got a stick. And we got to go quick. Bars. I like that verse. That verse go hard. In one hand, they had they that bear burdens, those that laded, every one with one hand wrought in the work, and with the other hand held a weapon. Laying bricks with one hand, holding sticks with another. Last time Jesse said, I ain't worth a damn. Well, you know, you ain't wrong when you're right. For the builders, every one had his sword girded by his side, and so builded. I don't listen to JLP every day. I listen to him every morning for like 5 years. And for the last like 2 years, I've kind of taken a step back because I've been doing my own thing, and I'd rather not. I don't want to be influenced, so I don't watch like morning shows every morning like I used to. Got my own morning show. His sword girded by his side, and so he builded, and so builded. And he that sounded the trumpet was by me. And I said unto the nobles, and to the rulers, and to the rest of the people, the work is great and large, and we are separated upon the wall, one far from another. In what place, therefore, ye hear the sound of the trumpet, resort ye thither unto us. Our God shall fight for us. Based. So we labored in the work, and half of them held the spears from the rising of the morning till the stars appeared. Likewise, at the same time, I said unto the people, let every one with his servant lodge within Jerusalem, that in the night they may be a guard to us and labor on the day. So neither I, nor my brethren, nor my servants, nor the men of the guard which followed me, none of us put off our clothes, saving that every one put them off for washing. So they basically slept with their clothes on in case they had to jump up and fight. His chat is the gutter. Yeah, it's the snake pit. That chat is the snake pit. I had to step back from that chat. I used to be in that chat for years, every day. I had to step back. I had to take a step back from that. It's a mess in there. And there was a great cry. Also, because when I started streaming, a bunch of people from that chat came to my stream. And then, I don't know, I said I don't believe in flat earth, and they all turned on me, and then they started talking trash, and or they found out that I smoked pot, which I don't really smoke pot much anymore. But then they would all like talk trash about me in the chat. A bunch of losers. Do something with your lives. It's amazing how you can listen to that every single day for years and not understand any of it, not pick up anything. Like, why do you listen to it every day? I know why. Because they like hearing a black guy talk mess about other black guys. That's why they're there. A lot of them. Yep, C-Sal knows what I'm talking about. All right, chapter 5. And there was a great cry of the people and of their wives against their brethren, the Jews. For there were that said, we, our sons and our daughters, are many. Therefore we take up corn for them, that we may eat and live. Some also there were that said, we have mortgaged our lands, vineyards, and houses, that we might buy corn because of the dearth. There were also that said, we have borrowed money for the king's tribute, and that upon our lands and vineyards, yet now our flesh is as the flesh of our brethren, our children as their children, and lo, we bring into bondage our sons and our daughters to be servants. And some of our daughters are brought unto bondage already. Neither is it in our power to redeem them, for other men have our lands and vineyards. And I was very angry when I heard their cry in these words. Then I consulted with myself, and I rebuked the nobles and the rulers, and said unto them, Ye exact usury, every one of his brother. And I set a great assembly against them. Israel, anti-usury. No usury allowed amongst the Jews. That was forbidden. Isn't that interesting? Isn't it interesting? And this isn't the first time it says this. It says this all throughout the Bible. No usury. I guess they skipped over this part. the modern ones, I guess they skipped over this chunk of the Bible. I watch way worse than JLP Chat. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. No, Marilyn, before I ever saw you in any of these chats, I saw you in that chat. Because I do go stop by there every now and then. And I saw you in there, and I was like, I think I raided there one Saturday after I was done streaming. And I saw you in there talking mess to every guy in the chat. And I was like, who is this crazy chick? I said, shut up, woman. All right. And I said unto them, we, after our ability, have redeemed our brethren the Jews, which were sold unto the heathen. And will ye even sell your brethren, or shall they be sold unto us? Then held they their peace, and found nothing to answer. Also I said, it is not good that ye do. Ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies? I likewise, and my brethren, and my servants, might exact of them money and corn. I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them, even this day, their lands, their vineyards, their olive yards, and their houses, also the 100th part of the money, and of the corn, the wine, and the oil that ye exact of them. Then said they, we will restore them, and will require nothing of them. So will we do as thou sayest. Then I called the priests, and took an oath of them, that they should do according to this promise. Also I shook my lap and said, so God, shake out every man from his house and from his labor that performeth not his promise. Even thus be the shaken out and emptied. And all the congregation said amen, and praised the Lord. And the people did according to this promise. Moreover, from the time that I was appointed to be their governor in the land of Judah, from the 20th year, even unto the 32nd year of Artaxerxes the king, that is 12 years. Thanks, Nehemiah. I can math. I and my brethren have not eaten the bread of the governor, but the former governors that had been before me were chargeable unto the people, and had taken of them bread and wine, beside 40 shekels of silver. Yea, even their servants bear rule over the people. But so did not I, because of the fear of God. Yea, also I continue in the work of this wall. Neither bought we any land, and all my servants were gathered thither unto the work. Moreover, there were at my table 150 of the Jews and rulers, beside those that came unto us from among the heathen that are about us. Now that which was prepared for me daily was one ox and 6 choice sheep. Also fowls were prepared for me, and once in 10 days store of all sorts of wine. Yet for all this required not I the bread of the governor, because the bondage was heavy upon this people. Think upon me, my God, for good, according to all that I have done for this people. That was a confusing chapter. Nehemiah writes strangely. Let me see. So is he saying the other kings and tribes are doing usury? Usury is like loans with what's it called? Interest. Charging interest on loans. And taxing and things like that. But y'all won't look at me the same watching that show. How has Robert never heard of JLP? What am I looking for? Book of Nehemiah, chapter 10. Let's get this in simple English. Primary meaning is the renewing of the Israelite covenant with God through a public signed oath by the leaders and people. Solemn agreement demonstrates their commitment to obeying God's law. Oh, not 10. What am I talking about? 5. It's like, what? That has nothing to do with what we just read. A severe internal crisis in Jerusalem where the richer Jews exploit their poorer countrymen during a famine by charging exorbitant interest and forcing them to mortgage their lands and even sell their children into servitude. So it's exactly what I thought it was. I just wasn't sure if it was the other nations doing the usury, but no, it's rich, powerful Jews doing usury against the poorer ones. And they're commanded not to do this way back when. Now, some people will say, well, that's just, they can't do usury to other Jews. But no, the commandment just says no usury. In Leviticus, it doesn't say, don't do usury to other tribes. It just says, don't do usury. Don't be loaning stuff and then charging some crazy interest on it. If you loan it to somebody, then they just pay you back. So essentially, interest is immoral, which makes sense. If you're going to, how about just don't loan stuff to people? If you're going to loan stuff to people, then you're going to charge them interest. Why? You trying to make profit off of taking advantage of people when they're in a time of need? If you have it to give, either give it freely or just give it and accept repayment for what you gave them. Don't be charging interest. Just keep reading the Bible. Don't tell me what to do, woman. Anytime a man listens to the woman, he suffers. All right. Chapter 6. Now it came to pass when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem the Arabian and the rest of our enemies heard that I had builded the wall and that there was no breach left therein, though at the time I had not set up the doors upon the gates, that Sanballat and Geshem sent unto me, saying, Come, let us meet together in some one of the villages in the plain of Ono. Oh no! But they thought to do me mischief. And I sent messengers unto them, saying, I am doing a great work, so that I cannot come down. Why should the work cease whilst I leave it, and come down to you? Yet they sent unto me 4 times after this sort, and I answered them after the same manner. So they're trying to lure Nehemiah out of Jerusalem. And he's like, no, I'm working here. Don't you see me working here? Don't you see me working here? And they're like, come on, Nehemiah, we need to talk to you. Just step right outside the walls. We need to have a chat. I'm working here. Well, come on, Nehemiah. We just need to talk to you real fast. Just step right outside of the walls. Come on, Nehemiah. But Nehemiah is not stupid. Then sent Sanballat his servant unto me in like manner the 5th time with an open letter in his hand, wherein was written, It is reported among the heathen and Gashmu saith it. Oh, wait. And Gashmu saith it, that thou and the Jews think to rebel, for which cause thou buildest the wall, that thou mayest be their king according to these words. And thou hast also appointed prophets to preach of thee at Jerusalem, saying, there is a king in Judah, and now shall it be reported to the king according to these words. Come now, therefore, and let us take counsel together. Counsel, yeah. What's that code word for? You're going to chop my head off? You're going to Phineas me? Spear? For those that don't know, Phineas is one of my new favorite stories. Dude goes and sleeps with an Amorite woman, brings her back to the village. All the men are bringing back Amorite hookers to the village, and nobody's doing anything about it. So Phineas grabs a spear, and the man steps in front of the woman's like, Phineas, don't do it. Phineas goes, Doosh! And pins them both to the wall with one spear. Let's go, Phineas. About to get Phineased. Phineas him. Then I said unto him, saying, there are no such things done as thou sayest, but thou feignest them out of mine own heart. Dude, Nehemiah writes weird. For they all made us afraid, saying, their hands shall be weakened from the work, that it be not done. Now therefore, O God, strengthen my hands. Afterward I came unto the house of Shemaiah, the son of Deliah, the son of Mehetabeel, who was shut up, and he said, let us meet together in the house of God within the temple, and let us shut the doors of the temple, for they will come to slay thee. Yea, in the night will they come to slay thee. And I said, should such a man as I flee? And who is that? Ooh, cold, Nehemiah. And I said, this is a tongue twister. And I said, should such a man as I flee? And who is there that, being as I am, would go into the temple to save his life? I will not go in. Based, Nehemiah. Nehemiah ain't like, I ain't scared. I ain't never been scared. Been fighting 400 years and still to this day. I ain't scared. Let's go, Nehemiah. And lo, I perceived that God had not sent him, but that he pronounced his prophecy against me, for Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him. Uh-oh, he was an op. He was an op. He was trying to lure Nehemiah into the temple to kill him. He was an op. Therefore was he hired that I should be afraid and do so and sin, and that they might have matter for an evil report, that they might reproach me. My God, think thou upon Tobiah and Sanballat according to these their works, and on the prophetess Noabiah, and the rest of the prophets that would have put me in fear. Think on them, God. So Nehemiah is saying, hey, God, they were trying to trick me. Can you just think on them a little bit? You know what that means. So the wall was finished in the 25th day of the month, Elul, in 52 days. And it came to pass that when all our enemies heard thereof, and all the heathen that were about us saw these things, they were much cast down in their own eyes, for they perceived that this work was wrought of our God. Moreover, in those days the nobles of Judah sent many letters unto Tobiah, and the letters of Tobiah came unto them. For there were many in Judah sworn unto him, because he was the son-in-law of Shechaniah the son of Arah, and his son Johanan had taken the daughter of Meshulam, the son of Berechiah. Also they reported his good deeds before me, and uttered my words to him and Tobiah sent letters to put me in fear. Uh-oh, we got some listing. Oh, no. Where is the part? Oh, okay. One second. Yeah, there is a lot of listing going on here. The wall dedicated. What am I? Sorry, I'm thinking about. Okay. Yeah. Last Nehemiah talks about the strange wives too later on. But most of it he's just building the wall. Star Child is the only other person we know in there. I know everybody in there. I don't know what you're talking about. And they know me. Nehemiah is not God. What the heck? Why would Nehemiah pray to himself and ask himself to help himself? That don't make no sense. All right. I think we're gonna. Holy moly, no way. Am I missing a page? Or am I skipping a page? No, okay. Oh man. This chapter is rough. This chapter is like 3 pages of names. Other people are God too. God is singular. What are you talking about? You're talking about gods, lowercase g gods. You're talking about false gods. You're like, dang, Ishtar. We haven't been talking about Jesse's chat. Well, then what are you talking about? You just jibber jabbering about other channels' chats as usual. Typical. All right. It's only 11:15. And I'd like to get halfway through Nehemiah. 13 chapters. So if we read through chapter 7, which is big, and it's gonna be rough. Then that means that next time we do this, we can finish Nehemiah. Because I really want to get to Esther. Esther should be interesting because I don't know a whole lot about Esther, but I do know it's an interesting story. And the ladies should love Esther. Ladies love Esther. LLJS. Typical Maryland. Yep. Typical. The ladies love Esther. The biblical feminists love to bring up Esther. Poor Esther. Poor Esther. So we're going to do chapter 7. I got to get through this. I got to get through this. It's going to be rough. Once we get to verse 10, there's 73 verses in this chapter. 50 of them 50 verses of names. And each verse has like 3 names in it. So this is going to be rough. You guys ready for this? Time it. Oh, by the way, did anybody see my short? You know how Jim Bob and I've seen Rob do it, and I've seen that David Patrick Harry guy do it. The goal challenge thing where they go goal. First time I ever tried it, I got 52 seconds. Since then, I've tried it like 3 more times. So I've done it like 4 times. My 4th try, I did 1 minute and 5 seconds. So let them know, because they've been saying, when is somebody going to beat a minute? When is somebody going to beat a minute? Well, my 4th try, I beat a minute. Not even difficult. Not even barely an inconvenience. Imagine if I did my breathing techniques for a little while. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. That's my record. Yeah, true story. Well, I did 3 minutes and 33 seconds when I was in high school. I've been smoking a lot over the last 20 years. So maybe, but I still think my lung capacity is big enough. I could still hold my breath for 3 minutes. It's funny when I did that. That was at a church youth group, and we were in the pool, and everybody was seeing how long they could hold their breath. And I was like, I'm gonna destroy all of you, because they were doing like 45 seconds, a minute. Somebody did like a minute 10 and was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me show you guys how this is done. And I like went into Zen mode and I just laid down on top of the water. And I did 3 minutes and 33 seconds. And I came up and my youth pastor's like, well, you might have some bad habits, but at least we know you don't smoke. And I was like, yeah, I do. Because I started smoking when I was like 14. I was like, you're wrong, Pastor Russell. I'm just a beast. But I did the goal thing for 1 minute and 5 seconds. So I think I could do 2 minutes if I practiced and did some breathing techniques for a while and practiced it and got real relaxed. And I'd have to do it very quietly, but I think I could do 2 minutes. But anyway, all right, we're going to do chapter 7. This is going to be rough. Strap yourselves in, everybody. Now it came to pass when the wall was built, and I had set up the doors, and the porters, and the singers, and the Levites were appointed, that I gave my brother Hanani and Hananiah, the ruler of the palace, charge over Jerusalem, for he was a faithful man and feared God above many. And I said unto them, let not the gates of Jerusalem be opened until the sun be hot. And while they stand by, let them shut the doors and bar them, and appoint watches of the inhabitants of Jerusalem, every one in his watch, and every one to be over against his house. Now the city was large and great, but the people were few therein, and the houses were not builded. And my God put into mine heart to gather together the nobles, and the rulers, and the people, that they might be reckoned by genealogy. Whenever you hear the word genealogy in the Bible, get ready. And I found a register of the genealogy of them which came up at the first, and found written therein. I told you guys DNA is not real. All genealogy is good record keeping. He found a record book. Now he knows the genealogy. That's why they can't find DNA at a crime scene. If you're not in any system, or your family members aren't in any system, you've never been in trouble, you never done a DNA swab or anything like that, they're not going to find you. Because DNA is not real. You got to be in the records. That's why the Mormons made Ancestry.com. So they can make a genealogical record of every human being who's ever existed. Facts. It's facts. Look into it. It's true. I'm not making it up. Maybe I'm making up the DNA is fake thing, but I'm not making up all the other stuff. Here come the names. These are the children of the province that went up out of the captivity of those that had been carried away from Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away, and came again to Jerusalem and to Judah, every one unto his city. Who came was Zerubbabel, Jeshua, Nehemiah, Azariah, Raamiah, Nehemani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mizpareth, Bigvai, Neshum, Baanan. The number, I say, of the men of the people of Israel was this: the children of Parash, 2,172; the children of Shaphatiah, 370. The children of Ara, 650. The children of Pahath Moab, the children of Jeshua and Joah, 2,818. The children of Elam, 1,254. The children of Zatu, 845. The children of Zekiah, 703 score. The children of Binui, 648. The children of Bei, 628. The children of Asgad, 2,322. The children of Adonikam, Adonicom, 603 score and 7. The children of Bigvai, 2,003 score and 7. The children of Aden, 650 The children of Ader and Hezekiah, 90 The children of Hashum, 320 The children of Bezai, 320 The children of Hariph, 112. The children of Gideon, 90 The men of Bethlehem and Netophah, 104 score and 8. The men of Anathoth, 120 The men of Bethamazaveth, 40 The men of Kirjath Jearim, Chephirah and Beeroth, 740 The men of Ramah and Gaba, 620 The men of Michmas, 120 The men of Bethel and Ai, 120 The men of other Nebo, 50 The children of the other Elam, 1,254 The children of Harim, 320 The children of Jericho, 345 The children of Lod, Hadid and Ono, 721 The children of Senaah, 3,930 The priests, the children of Jediah, of the house of Jeshua, 973. The children of Immer, 1,052. The children of Pashur, 1,247. The children of Harim, 1,017. The Levites and children of Jeshua and Camiel, and of the children of Hodavah, 70 The singers, the children of Asaph, 148. The porters, the children of Shalom, the children of Adar, the children of Talmon, the children of Akum, the children of Hatita, the children of Shobai, 138. The Nethinims, the children of Ziha, the children of Hashupah, the children of Tabaoth, the children of Keros, the children of Sai, the children of Padon, the children of Lebana, the children of Hagabah, the children of Shalmai, the children of Hanan, the children of Gidel, the children of Gahar, the children of Reiah, the children of Rezin, the children of Nekoda, the children of Gazam, the children of Uda, the children of Paseah, the children of Basai, the children of Meunim, the children of Nephishisim, the children of Bakbuk, the children of Hakufa, the children of Harhur, the children of Bazlith, the children of Mahida, the children of Harsha, the children of Barkos, the children of Sisera, the children of Tama, the children of Neziah, the children of Hadipha, the children of Solomon's servants, the children of Sotai, the children of Sophareth, the children of Perida, the children of Ja'ala, the children of Darkon, the children of Gidel, the children of Shephatiah, the children of Hatil, the children of Pokereth, the children of Zebaim, the children of Ammon, all the Nethinims, and the children of Solomon's servants were 392. And these were they which went up also from Telmelah, Telharesha, Cherub, Adon, and Immer, but they could not show their father's house, nor their seed, whether they were of Israel. The children of Delaiah, the children of Tobiah, the children of Nekoda, 642. And the priests, the children of Habadiah, the children of Kaz, the children of Barzillai, which took one of the daughters of Barzillai, the Gileadite, to wife, and was called after their name. These sought their register among those that were reckoned by genealogy, but it was not found. Thereof they were as polluted, put from the priesthood, because they were sleeping with strange women. And the Tirshatha said unto them that they should not eat of the most holy things till there stood up a priest with Urim and Thummim. The whole congregation together was 42,303 score. This is exactly that's the same thing we read in Ezra. All I did in Sunday school was play dodgeball and watch VeggieTales. Beside their manservants and their maidservants, of whom there were 7,337, and they had 245 singing men and singing women. their horses 730 and 6, their mules 240 and 5, their camels 430 and 5, 6,720 asses. That's a lot of asses. And some of the chief of the fathers gave unto the work of Tirshatha, gave to the treasure 1,000 drams of gold, 50 basins, 530 priests' garments. And some of the chief of the fathers gave to the treasures of the work 20,000 drams of gold and 2,200 pound of silver. And that which the rest of the people gave was 20,000 drams of gold and 2,000 pound of silver and 7 priests' garments. So the priests and the Levites and the porters and the singers and some of the people of the Nethinims and all Israel dwelt in their cities. And when the 7th month came, the children of Israel were in their cities. Let's go. That didn't take that long. That only took like a couple minutes. Should we just keep going? Should we just finish up Nehemiah today? It's 11:30. I kind of want to get to sleep early today. Yeah, we'll stop at 8. We'll finish Nehemiah. Fridays I usually do a gaming stream when I get off work. But tomorrow there's a daytime VK. Depending on what time it starts, I might finish Nehemiah tomorrow morning, then do the daytime VK, then take a nap, then wake up, do nighttime VK, stream all night. Fights start at like 9 a.m. That don't make no dang sense. What, the VeggieTales and Sunday school thing? I know. What time do the fights start tomorrow? Or Saturday? They start early. They're in Abu Dhabi. I know the main card starts at 10 or 1. Prelims start at 10. 10 is usually Saturday morning at 10 a.m. is usually when I'm ending. So if we can hit a goal Friday night, we'll just stay up and watch the fights. And it'll be like another, whenever these daytime fights happen, it ends up usually being like a 20-hour stream. So if we can hit the goal Friday, not this goal, but another goal that I'll set. This is a 1 month goal. This is not a per stream goal. But Friday night, if we can hit a goal, then we'll just do like a 20-hour stream, 22-hour stream, something like that. Not quite a 24-hour stream, but a long one. And we'll just watch the fight Saturday morning. And then I'll sleep and I'll start the Saturday night fight night show later in the night. We'll start it late enough that Marilyn will be asleep. And then we won't have to deal with her. And by the way, for anybody that was in the stream Saturday and saw the mess that happened, and you're scared to come to my nighttime streams anymore, I perma blocked Cat's video. Night Cat. I perma blocked her video. So she's still welcome to come on and talk to us, but her video is permanently disabled. So we don't have to worry about any accidents. But I think I'm gonna head out. Should I play that one short that I wanted to? No, I'll play it on Saturday. Or maybe Friday night. There's something I wanted to play for you guys that's pretty interesting. Couple things actually. But I don't know what we're going to talk about on Saturday night though. I wanted to talk about, is TikTok turning people into murderers? Because I've been seeing a lot. I watch a lot of true crime or listen to a lot of like true crime stuff when I'm at work. And there's been like an uprising of TikTok murderers. So I don't know. We might watch something and then talk about that. Is TikTok making murderers? What I miss? I don't know. But I'm going to go. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Where the heck did Oh, there it is. How come Zeb Boykins never live? I'll send you the grid one. I haven't sent anybody over there in a minute. And I think last time I rated him, he was like, I thought that guy didn't like me. I don't dislike him. And if I run into him in Nashville, I don't want him to think I don't like him. So have a good day, everybody. God bless, and I'll see you later. Maybe tonight, maybe a little gaming stream tonight. Definitely tomorrow morning. For sure, we'll be back tomorrow morning. I can't guarantee that I'll be live tonight, but maybe. But I probably won't be live tonight because I'm probably going to try to get as much sleep as possible because Friday is going to be a long day and a long night. Oh, man, we have an early fight. We have an early fight and a double VK. Oh, man, I'm going to be putting some hours in this weekend. Holy moly. Jim Bob on BS today. Did he mention that I crushed a minute for the goal challenge? I destroyed it. I destroyed 1 minute. I got 1 minute and 5 seconds like it was nothing. Let him know. All right, guys. God bless. I'll see you later. I'm out. Peace.